Hello students, once again welcome to the LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Let's start with the course Mathematics 1, and today's chapter is multiple integrals. In this chapter we have today's topic is change into polar coordinate. Changing into polar coordinate, that means changing into Cartesian, that means xy, to polar, that means r theta. That means one kind of change of variable. So this is the part of previous lectures topic. Okay, so let's understand how we can change uh, into Cartesian to polar coordinate. So to double integration can be changed from Cartesian coordinate xy to polar coordinate r theta by putting x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. That means here we have also one transformation which transform Cartesian coordinate x and y into r and theta. So same process as we have discussed in previous lecture, like we have xy to uv, but at that time we have different transformation related with xy and uv, but here we have only one transformation, x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta, which is standard transformation which transform Cartesian coordinate into polar coordinate. Okay, so this x and y is replaced into r cos theta, r sin theta, and dx dy reduced into j dr d theta. Okay, so now again same, we have to find Jacobian, and we know how to find Jacobian, del xy upon del r theta, as we have seen in previous lecture. So we have this transformation is fixed. So by differentiating with respect to r and theta partially, we have this cos n minus r sin theta. Same way, partial derivative of y with respect to r and theta partially. Okay, so we have this, and by solving this determinant, we have r into bracket x cos square plus sin square, which is 1. So we have Jacobian j is equal to r. So dx dy becomes r dr d theta. This dx dy becomes r dr d theta, as we have seen in previous lecture also. So that this comes from here. Okay, and this function is reduced from xy to r theta by putting x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. Now just we have to change the given limit in the form of xy to in the form of r theta by putting x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. Simple, so easy topic. So let's understand this topic with the example so you can understand better. So we have example, evaluate given integral this by changing into polar coordinate. Solution, as we know, we have discussed and we have already write down that dx dy always reduce into r dr d theta in polar form, r dr d theta, and by using x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta, we have x square plus y square will be r square. Okay, and tan theta is y by x. So we can use these two transformation also to convert xy into polar coordinate. Okay, so let's start with the given limit. Here x varies from x is equal to 0 to a, and y varies from 0 to under root a square minus x square, taking square on both sides. So y square is equal to a square minus x square, taking minus x square on the left side, so x square plus y square is equal to a square, which is the equation of circle. And we can convert this equation into polar form by putting this transformation which we have. Okay, so this is the circle. If we compare with this, so center is 0 0 and radius is r is equal to a. So this is a circle with center 0 0 and radius r is equal to a. So we can draw according to this and converting x square plus y square is equal to a square by r square is equal to a square. So r is equal to a. This is the radius. So same in polar coordinate, just we have this equation become this equation, but circle becomes circle itself. So no change. But in that Cartesian coordinate, we have given vertical strip because inside limit is of y, and which moves in between x is equal to a to x is equal to 0 to x equal to a. So only first quadrant. So we have to consider first quadrant in polar form also. But in polar form, we have seen in last fourth lecture, yeah, if you remember, we start from the origin to curve. Okay, where we can take anywhere. So r is equal to 0 to r is equal to a is the limit of r, and theta is 0 to pi by 2 in first quadrant. So we have new limit x and y. We have new limit r is equal to 0 to a and theta is equal to 0 to pi by 2. Okay, so this is the concept of polar coordinate. Now we have to put new limit and all the transformation in given integral. So this integral becomes 0 to pi by 2, 0 to a, this r square, and this is r dr d theta. So r square, this is r dr d theta, and this is the limit of theta, this is the limit of r. So we have this r cube. And now integrating with respect to r, because we have discussed in lecture number 4. Okay, so integration of r cube is r raised to 4 by 4, upper limit minus lower limit. So we have this a raised to 4 by 4, so as it is, and integration remaining 1. So theta with respect to theta as theta. So upper limit minus lower limit, and by multiplying this we have final answer pi a raised to 4 by 8. This is our final integration. Okay, so easy, because circle remains circle, but just we have equation change in Cartesian to polar, nothing else. So it is very much easier than change into variable. Okay, so let's understand by one more example. We have this, and by transforming into polar coordinate, so we have just write down the given limit. Inside limit is right now in the form of y, so which is the limit of x, and outside limit is of y. So we have x is equal to y to x is equal to a, and y is equal to 0 to y is equal to a. So now we have putting x is equal to a cos theta and y is equal to a sin theta. Polar form of line this x is equal to y becomes r sin theta, r cos theta. If we take on the left hand side, r cancel out. So tan theta is equal to 1. So theta is equal to pi by 4, as I told. Now x is equal to a line. So x is equal to a. So x is r cos theta. R cos theta is equal to a. So we have r is equal to a by cos theta, and a by cos theta, that means a as it is, 1 by cos theta is sec theta. So we have r is equal to a sec theta. This is our second part. Okay, so new curve will be same, but if x is equal to y in Cartesian form becomes theta is equal to pi by 4, and x is equal to a in Cartesian form will be r is equal to a sec theta. Here given limit, inside limit is of x is equal to y to x is equal to a. So given limit is horizontal from x is equal to y to x is equal to a, and which moves along y-axis from y is equal to 0 to y is equal to a in this region. So in same region we have to make into just polar form. Okay, so this is given limit and we will convert into polar form. So r is here to here, that is r is equal to from origin 0 to r is equal to a sec theta, and this elementary radius is moving from theta is equal to 0 to theta is equal to this, that means theta is equal to pi by 4. Okay, so we have theta limit and we have r limit. So easy, just we have to replace in given integral. So given integration, this becomes r cos theta, x square plus y square is r square, and dx dy becomes r dr d theta. So we have this. So this r into r square cancel out with this here. So we have remaining part is this, and now we will integrate first with respect to r. So this cos theta becomes constant. We can take outside from the first integration. So cos theta as it is, and here remaining is 1. So integration of 1 with respect to r is r. So upper limit minus lower limit, r sec theta. So a sec theta into cos theta, and we know that sec theta is 1 by cos theta. So 1 by cos theta into cos theta. So cos theta cancel out. So we have a only, and integration of a we can take outside. So remaining 1, and integration of 1 with respect to theta is theta. Now upper limit minus lower limit. So pi by 4 minus 0 is pi by 4. So we have a into pi by 4, which is our final answer, pi a by 4. So easy. Okay. Now in this you have to just remember that first write down given limit, then convert that inside limit, because inside limit gives us curve. So convert inside limit by putting x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta into polar coordinate, and graph will be the same. Just you have to convert into Cartesian to polar, and then dx dy is always r dr d theta. So no need to find out in each and every example. Okay, and by converting these remaining function by putting x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta, we can reduce that f of xy function into f of r theta. Okay, and then last task is find the limit in polar form here. Okay, and we know that dx dy, that means we can say that dA convert into r dr d theta in polar coordinate. This is fixed. So how we can convert Cartesian into polar, that we have seen, and why we can go this much quickly in this topic, because we have already studied about polar form. In first lecture we have seen the example based on polar form where limits are given. In fourth lecture of polar form we have seen how to make this strip from origin to, or from curve to curve, and how we can find the theta when that radius moves from one point to another with the base of initial line. Okay, so we already know all the basic things. So this lecture is, or this topic is understanding very easily. Okay, that's why I am telling that after each and every lecture we have some example, practice example we have to solve. So according to that we have again some practice example. These are the 5 examples that you have to solve by yourself. If you practice this example, then and only then you can understand better how that polar Cartesian converted into polar. If you understand previous 2 lectures, lecture number 1 and lecture number 4, then you can understand this lecture number 8 very easily and quickly. Okay, and because of previous lecture that changed into variable, so we understand already what is Jacobian, everything. So we can convert the dx dy into r dr d theta. So this is the what changing into polar coordinate. Okay, so keep practicing, keep learning, and thank you for watching this video. We will see you soon with next lecture of this chapter, triple integration, in which again we need all the concept of the double integration, and we will add just only one integral more. That means in 3 dimensions, x, y and z. Okay, so thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, and keep watching. Once again, thank you.